Let's go.
So, Mariah, what are you into this week?
Yeah. Should we recreate our welcome? Because we weren't recording.
Start us off, Fee. Who are we?
Tramps, ghosts, and ballerinas.
And you are?
I am Ellen. /V.
I swear this is like the first time.
I'm Ellen.
And I'm Mariah.
And this is our first ever video podcast.
It has been a complete shit show.
Several shit shows have happened so far.
It's pretty funny. Mm-hmm. But
it's us. I mean, what else do you expect?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, honestly.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We're good with rolling with the punches anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I mean, at least we didn't record the whole episode.
Yeah.
That would have been sad.
Like, it was what, maybe 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So, 10 minutes?
10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Hi, Blanche.
At least we got some good content with animals on there.
Yeah.
So.
See what we do with it.
Okay, so, well, now I don't. Now I'm just like, where were we?
Our only segment really is what do you like? So it's share a thing that you like this week.
Okay,
or recently.
I thought of one.
Oh, Mariah, would you like to share what you like?
Sure. When was it? Saturday. I tried a food that I really, really liked that I'm going to incorporate when we go camping. Loaded hash browns. And it was Spanish style. So it was layer of hash browns on the bottom, taco meat.
Oh, it's already so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. And
Then what was next?
and then we had like peppers and melted shredded cheese on top.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll just make it
With a side of
We'll just make
sour
our
cream
own.
and
Yeah.
salsa.
Oh, that sounds really good.
So my mom and I took my grandma to do our yearly cemetery run.
Yeah.
And we stopped for lunch / breakfast brunch. And that looked really good. Never tried it. I also thought it was going to be a very small portion. So I got pancakes on the side. It was a whole plate full of hash browns and a whole plate of 2 pancakes.
Jesus.
Yum.
And I was like, I don't know. I want both. I'm so hungry. I want both. And oh my God. And you know how when you eat a food that's like just so good and you kind of like do that happy dance?
You did that?
I did that. And my grandma was sitting in front of me and she's like, is it good? I'm like, you have no idea.
So hang on. Let's back up a little bit.
Rewind. Every cemetery.
No.
Oh.
So when you eat a food that you like,
Yeah.
you happy dance?
A little happy dance. Yeah. I was like,
Well, yeah.
Oh, you do that too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you probably don't like a whole lot of foods.
Not like
I like a lot of foods, actually.
But you don't get... Do you get excited about them?
Sometimes.
Yeah, see.
or like if you eat something that you've not had in a very long time, like
And you're just like...
and you just kind of like, I don't know, it's like a shimmy, it's a shake, it's a, I don't know, a bounce, whatever you want to call it.
Huh. All right, son.
Yeah, I'm going with it. All right, what about you?
Shit, I should have thought of something.
Yeah.
I've had so much time to think about
Right.
something.
Since mine went into the abyss.
Well, we still have it, technically.
Oh, do we?
Well, it's on the video.
Oh, sure.
We just don't have the good sound. That does pick
What
up
we
sound.
can do is we'll like insert here.
I can insert it in there.
And then
That's what she said.
Yeah. Never ever enough of those.
I don't know. I'm liking that it's summer, spring, whatever the fuck it is.
It's
nicer weather
nice now.
makes for nicer
Except
people.
I'm not digging the hot weather.
No.
Like, we went for a walk
75, too
with
hot.
the dogs yesterday. And
It is.
I about died.
Yeah, we went for a walk when I got home from work, me and Chris and Teddy. And I was like, I don't like the sun.
Yeah.
It's on my neck.
Yeah.
I don't like that. What I like about the nice weather is I can throw Blanche outside in her catio and then just,
Leave her. Be done.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, we've been doing like little, by we, I mean mostly Andy, some little tiny yard work things, you know.
You're part of that group. You're there for moral support.
Yeah, I like to watch him work. I think he's very sexy when he's working like a hard working man.
So there you go.
So-
You're part of that group.
It's win-win for me.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So, no, but we took the dogs out to Sherburne Wildlife, and I had to like turn up because I didn't dress appropriate, so I was kind of hot because when you're not in the sun, it was kind of cool. And then, so I went up and got a drink of water and sat at this thing, and I watched a peculiar thing in the parking lot.
Can you give us
I
details?
can. So we were at this, like a learning center, just a part. It was closed because it was Sunday, but this girl drives up, parks, and this truck that had been there since we'd been there, and we'd been there for probably an hour or so. Mm-hmm. She gets out of her vehicle, goes over to the truck, opens his gas cap, or his gas cap door.
Yep.
And either puts in or takes out something and closes it, and then sits there for what felt like the longest time until then Andy and the dogs came, and then we went on our merry way. And when we came back past the parking lot, both the vehicle and the truck were gone. I mean, the only thing I know about what you hide in
keys,
hotel
Drugs?
keys, hotel keys, cash.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was weird because we didn't see any other people out on the trail. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was another couple, but I watched them get into a different vehicle and drive away. But yeah, I don't know. So, of course, in my head, I was like...
Peculiar.
It was a little peculiar. I mean, she was young and cute. I mean, just cute and whatever. And so I kind of wanted to, like, hang out and see whoever was driving the truck, what that was all about. But yeah, but when we came back, they were both gone. I know, a little peculiar. But also from that trip, both Andy and I had our first wood ticks, and they are disgusting.
Oh, yeah, it's season.
I hate it. Like, the dogs don't because they get medicine for that. But
Yeah.
my
My mom said the ticks are really bad this year.
No, I bet
up
they
north.
are.
Oh.
Yeah, after a shower, I had my, and I just felt one crawling down my neck, and I'm like,
Now you're gonna make me feel like itchy all over.
well, you're welcome.
Yeah, great.
Sorry.
No, thank you.
Great.
I mean, the only good thing.
I've taken 2 showers and washed my hair, and I haven't felt a tick, and now that I remember what they feel like, I like every time a piece of fabric touches your skin, you're like, oh,
Yep.
and then so I'm quite certain I'm tick free.
Oh, I'm not concerned. The feeling.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
What blush do you have on? Because it's really pretty. Do you have a highlighter on too?
I do.
What do you got?
Do you remember way back in the beginning of our relationship when there was that, when we both
5 years ago?
Yeah.
7
when
years ago?
We were both really digging all the makeup YouTube tutorials. Mm-hmm. And it was the one palette, I think it was the Snow White or Cinderella, or I think we both
Of
got.
what brand?
I don't know.
Oh.
So it's a palette like this big, and it has 4 or 5 big round circles, and it's gold on the outside.
Was that the Pirates of the Caribbean one?
No, that's a different one. That's in
okay.
that small square one.
Yeah.
This one, it was a limited thing, but
Urban Decay, probably.
probably.
I feel like it's probably Urban Decay.
I would have.
Or Tarte, maybe.
I don't
Probably
think
Urban
they
Decay.
would do
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Cinderella.
No. I feel like Urban Decay would do a
Maybe it
Cinderella.
wasn't Cinderella,
Yeah.
but it's one of those, like, I use the one so much that it's almost empty, but so I was just playing with what. But yeah,
Looks nice.
thank you. Because we had a.
Yeah, we had to put makeup on for this.
We now have to start putting ourselves together.
Before it was complete and utter bliss.
I mean, we could still show up like slobs.
I might.
mean-
There might be a day where I'm comfortable enough with this that it's like
You'll just watch the decline.
Yeah.
Like our first video where we're all full face and have like decent clothes on, and they'll just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
We should take a
can't wait.
take a screenshot from every episode that we do this,
and do it
and then
side by-
just side by
yeah.
side
Yeah.
or like a
much
progression.
it's worse.
decline
and
of
just
what
see
we're
how.
doing. Yeah.
I'm just excited for my crappy Harry Potter wig that I get to wear. Come Harry
few
Potter
weeks.
books.
Few weeks.
Yeah, we got some time left.
Yeah, we got some
before
planning
but I'm
that we need to
excited.
do.
Like, I'm excited to show up with like a full like fucking cloak and then like a wig and then a wand.
Dear God.
Remember, your dad's gonna whittle you something.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Something where it can like hit the
Where I can
record.
just like ding. on the top
Yeah.
of there. Yeah. Have it come with a hook, so I could like a little finger, and I could just like.
Well, like,
Yes.
and then if like we could do the little trick with the camera, when luminous,
Oh yeah.
and the camera turns
Yes.
on or off.
Yes.
Yeah. Ellen, show the
I
camera
love
your
it.
trick.
I don't remember what it was exactly, but
Because wasn't it?
do I have to have my sound on? Right?
No,
no. I have
because
to,
wasn't it?
Oh.
Hey Siri, luminos. Did it work? No. Damn. Oh no, it just says luminosity. I don't want
I'll
a
have to
definition.
dig it out. I'll have to
Are
dig
we
it out.
sure that's the right word?
No,
No.
no,
Oh,
not at all.
Okay. We'll look that up for next time.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll come
We'll
prepared.
have parlor tricks.
Yeah, we need the little smoke bombs
Yeah.
so we can like.
Oh my God, please.
That would be really fun.
awesome. Can you do that inside? Yeah. That's what it's meant
I'll
for.
just have the babies not here, but yeah, we'll just
don't know.
shove them in a room and then we'll just go,
I know people on
and
the
that'll
fire
be the end of the
department.
video.
There you go. Let's have them on call.
Yeah,
They will.
Yeah.
They'll come.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Should we start
so,
with the book?
Well, wait.
Oh wait, what?
Did you do yours?
Yeah, I
Summer.
think so. Oh yeah,
Oh,
it was nice.
summer.
I can throw Blanche outside
Oh yeah.
because she's been screaming to go outside since I don't know November of last year.
So okay.
You know when you say Blanche screams, you know what I picture? Have you seen that meme go around of like the goat screaming? Mm-hmm. That's what I picture Blanche to
it's-
sound like.
It's mostly just a.
Oh, it's super soft and
Yeah, it's
probably
it's
cute.
soft to be cute and like.
And I know when we chat about Blanche and you escalate the drama maybe a little bit, that's what I picture. Like just full out
That's-
screaming.
That's how it feels sometimes.
That's how Lolly sounds now that she's on a restricted diet.
Really?
Yeah. Like so Morgan had to get up in the middle of the night again last night, which I think is going to become a common occurrence. And so we go down the stairs, 1:00 in the morning. Captain's like, "Oh,
What do we do?
I gotta go with.
like I'm gonna come with Mama," and I'm like, "All right." Everybody's like,
How are you not wide awake when this happens?
well,
Or are you?
You kind of go into a little bit of a panic mode because I want to be sure I get her outside, and it's such odd behavior. But she turns 15 this month, I think.
Jeez.
So 14 or 15,
man.
I
Poor
can't
baby
remember.
girl.
I know. So like we're just hobbling through geriatrics like we always, but whatever. So, but I come down the stairs and Blanche, Lolly is like, because that's when we come down in the morning. It's
Feeding time.
Breakfast-
it's brekkie time.
Yeah.
Brekkie time.
Feeding time, breakfast, brekkie.
Yeah. So, she's like, oh, great.
Early breakfast.
And she's just like, "Meow," and just like, and so the goat one would be much more appropriate for Lolly to be screaming for her food.
Okay.
Yeah. Which the daddy says that he's going to start restricting even more
Okay.
because she's not losing weight fast enough. I'm like,
It's some.
She's a
some
female.
Animals.
I
It
know.
takes
Leave her alone.
time.
Yeah.
I know, but it's, yeah. And he goes, well, do you hear how hard she stomps around? Because the other day the dogs went outside and it was like down the chasing after
just
him.
has attitude.
And I go, well, he goes, well, she stomps around so hard. I go, well, Christy's little and she stomps around too. And he goes, oh yeah. I go, maybe because they're little, they just want to be sure that they're heard.
Maybe.
So
Scare.
And so
the predators.
hopefully
It's a tactic.
I like,
Although Blanche
say-
is the biggest one in our house and she stomps around like nobody's business.
Yeah, so see, I don't know.
Yeah. We can. It's always funny in the other room when you can hear her jump down from something and you just hear this thud.
Yeah, that's
it's
how
like,
Lolly is. Yeah. So,
But at least now you know it's not something like that.
Something
fell
falling.
Or,
Yeah. It's very distinct when something falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, Ozzy.
okay, so we did the likes. Are we gonna skip all the other kind of ones? We're eating, drinking, whatever.
Mine kind of covered eating.
Yeah.
Yours did eat. Yeah. Andy cooked us a really great meal for our anniversary last night. So I would have been fine with Culver's drive-through, but
No, Andy loves to cook. He deserved to cook you a
yeah.
good meal.
Well, we saw the traffic on
Oh.
on the highway,
Yeah.
so he's like, yeah, I don't think we should go that
Scratch
way. I'm
that.
like, all right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he just decided to cook, which was good. I mean, it was fabulous.
So Enola Holmes.
There, I think
Oh,
Fee wants
okay.
to get this
Yeah,
going.
okay, well.
I don't have anything else to share. I have one story
I
to
was
share,
gonna
but I'm
ask-
going to save it for next episode.
Okay, I was going to ask you. You're kind of the watcher of our group. Are you watching anything fun?
Still Mad Men. That's the thing.
Okay.
Barry final season started. We watched 2 episodes. We're behind. And then the other 2 came out. We haven't started that yet either. So there's things we want to watch, but we haven't started. We're still on Mad Men.
So casual.
I actually have something to show.
Okay, I have a follow-up question to that.
ahead.
When
Go
you are behind on shows, does it just like eat at you a
little bit,
that
yeah.
you have to like
Little bit.
catch up? Mm-hmm. Okay,
But then I think about it and I'm like, then it'll just give us something to watch after this. It's
I mean
fine.
that is true.
So,
I was just curious, like what kind of
yeah, it bugs me a little bit.
okay.
Or like not last night, but the 2 nights before that, I got home and like Chris was asleep. So I'm like, oh, I can't watch Mad Men now.
But you could, because you've already seen it.
Well, I've seen it, but he hasn't.
Oh.
Right. So I can't go ahead because he hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
after we're done here,
What
we're going to
about
watch Mad Men.
Same thing. Like I am guilty of watching several shows. I'll rewatch shows that I've watched and then I just get engrossed.
Yeah.
And then when like a new season of something pops on, I'm like, ugh, I don't know what to choose. So like
yeah.
I play stuff on my iPad when I get ready in the morning. So
Same.
that's like my time for that show. And then when I have lunch, that's time for this show. And then if I'm 3 shows, I'll watch a little before I go to bed.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
If you didn't live with Andy, you'd be in the same position as we are.
And had a
Oh.
TV.
Yeah.
100%. Because
Yeah.
when I did live
Because you
here.
lived here and had a TV.
Yeah.
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 And so. But it's so. I mean, that was a while ago. How long have you had this house?
I think 2
3?
years in
So
April.
three. So it's at. So I've been over there 3
Yeah,
years.
because you moved in during COVID, 2020. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't. And at first you miss things, and then you're like, like I don't really. There's very few times when I'm like, I just want to watch something.
Sure.
I mean, very few. It happens, but I'd be like, honey, you want to watch a movie? And then that's usually a no. And or he's like, as long as you promise not to complain if I fall asleep.
Oh.
A movie is a
Yeah.
great time for a nap, though.
But because
I
we have to
love-
watch it off of my iPad, so
Oh,
So 2 heads are like,
so we
Right
have to
here.
go lay in the bed, and then he falls asleep, and then I watch my movie.
can you imagine if you're like, if you're the one holding the
No,
iPad,
you
but
just-
you're the one falling asleep?
But you sit it on your belly.
Okay. Again, if
Yeah.
you fall
Yeah.
asleep, an instinct takes
Yeah,
over and you
just
roll
doesn't
over.
seem- no.
I was just thinking, like, if
what are
your
you digging
arms-
out there?
Well, we're going to talk about Enola Holmes here,
Yeah.
right? So let's get into it.
Okay.
Want to do?
I don't have the questions in front of me, so
I
Oh,
have.
I do.
do
No,
you got?
I didn't write anything down.
is it all up here?
It's up there.
Oh,
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I struggled with this book actually
Oh.
quite a bit.
Okay.
So,
That's okay.
I mean, I got it. Like I
Struggled as in understanding.
struggled isn't just
Like, to
not
get through it?
Like yeah, kind of. Like I followed it, and I'm pretty sure I know kind of what happened. But
Okay.
like details, we're a little dry on details.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's fine. Should we start with about the author?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So Enola Holmes was written by Nancy Springer. Born July 15th, 1948. Still alive. She's 74 years old. Born in Montclair, New Jersey to Harry E. and Helen Connor. At age 13, her family moved to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. As a child, she read a lot about King Arthur, Robin Hood, and would often read and reread Sherlock Holmes. She was raised to speak grammatically, and I did that because that's where I got it from, and is versed in Victorian literature. I didn't know what that was, so I had to Google it. Victorian era literature was characterized by depictions of everyday people, hard lives, and moral lessons. They were meant for more than just entertainment. Victorians were interested in the hero as well as folk art. So I feel like I
That
can
makes
get
sense.
this from
Absolutely.
that book.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nancy has 2 older brothers who left home for college when Nancy was a teen. At age 14, her mother became ill with cancer and an early onset form of Alzheimer's.
Oh,
For the next 46 years in Pennsylvania, she raised 2 children, Jonathan, who is now 38, and Nora, who is now 34, with her first husband, Joel Springer. They divorced in 1996. She met her second husband, Jamie Fernando Pinto, in 1999 while working at a no-kill shelter. She now resides in a secluded part of the Panhandle in Florida where she enjoys birdwatching, horseback riding, fishing, and aviation. Nancy has passed the 50-book milestone, having written that many novels for adults, young adults, and children in genres including mythic fantasy, contemporary fiction, magical realism. Is that a gurgle?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Wasn't me.
I heard
Well,
it.
I didn't feel anything.
I should just keep those to myself.
That's okay.
That's
Horror.
right. So we're here for.
Mystery. Although she did not realize she wrote mystery until she won the Edgar Allan Poe Award from the Mystery Writers of America 2 years in succession. Dark Lie, recently released, is her first venture into a mass market psychological suspense. So that's all I have on her.
What about Enola?
So, about Enola. Enola Holmes, Nancy's 6-book series about Sherlock Holmes' younger sister, has garnered a lot of attention. The series is popular among both tweens and adults. The first book was published in 2006.
Huh. Well, I'm going to just tell you how much I like this book. Volume 2. Volume 5. Volume 4 and 6. And Volume 3. I have them all.
You bought the whole
I
series.
raced right out and got them because I freaking love this book so much.
Jeez.
And just look at the cover art.
Yeah.
I kind of
Well,
dig it.
How I came
That's
to
cool, yeah.
I went to our local Barnes & Noble.
Yep.
Thanks for liking us on
And following.
us on Insta. And they were missing book 2, which of course is the one I wanted to start reading. And then book 5 didn't have the same cover. So I only got 3, 4, and 6.
What do you mean didn't have the same cover?
It was not of the same because now it's out on Netflix. So they've done they
have a cover
revamped
of
the-
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown.
yeah,
and
this
Holmes.
one. Well, this is the one. So these are all the same. There is a different version, or not version, but publication of this book that has a slightly different cover. And to be honest, the here we are.
Here.
I don't know. Is it too dark?
Our light went out.
There.
Whatever. At
First
this,
world problems.
I wonder why, because it's literally plugged in.
Right.
Huh. Well,
Not unless it goes to sleep and you got to
But if it's plugged in, why would that matter?
I don't know.
anyway.
Amazon.
So, yeah, I ordered them. They came the other day.
And now you're just eager to read the rest of
I
them?
cannot wait to pour through the rest of them. Cannot wait.
Should we wait and do all of the Enola Holmes books?
Well, no, you didn't care for the first
Well,
one.
no,
so-
I just had a hard time, like, kind of. I liked it, but I did not like it. But I just had a hard time, kind of.
Well, maybe once we
Getting
do
into
our
it.
discussion, it'll help you.
It'll be like the Nutcracker. I'm like, oh shit, I should read this again.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna read them, so it
So at some point, we could maybe just do all the Enola Holmes.
can. A lot of the books that we've read have more than one.
I know.
to
I
'em.
kind of like the idea of doing like a series.
Yeah, because like the Borrowers, there's at least 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of not the Borrows though, but I kind of like of doing like
Time Windows has another one.
Yep, that one's on our list actually.
The House with Clock in the Wall
Goosebumps.
has Goosebumps has a lot.
But yeah, I like the idea of running through and doing like a whole series of that book. I think that
Yeah.
would be fun. But we'll wait till Harry Potter and then maybe we'll see what we want
Yeah,
to do.
that's going to take some more time.
Yeah.
So that's how much I like this book. What
Okay.
about you?
Okay.
Well, you got some more.
We'll finish this and
Okay.
then we'll get into that. Every book in the series works as a standalone story, but the lives of the different characters evolve from one novel to the other. The 6-book series and a short story, don't know if you knew that,
Damn it.
was all written from 2006 to 2021.
Jeez,
Beyond
recent.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that recent.
Yeah.
Either.
Beyond the Enola Holmes novels, other writers put their own spin on Sherlock Holmes, like Martin Davies with Holmes and Hudson series, Sherry Thomas with The Lady Sherlock, and more. And And then, because you mentioned Netflix, in 2020, Netflix Enola Holmes was a hit among crowds because it not only injected a feminist spirit into some iconic established characters, but it also pleased audiences with a mystery in the form of a teen British comedy. And have you seen it?
I started it and fell asleep.
No. Okay.
And then Chris watched the second one. Hey, Chris. What'd you think of the second Enola Holmes? Okay, never mind. He never watched it.
Okay, well, I've watched it and I recognize some of the actors. You said Millie Bobby Brown.
Yep.
Henry Cavill, who played.
I love him.
Yes, so do I.
What do
He
you
played
like him from?
Superman.
Yeah, no,
I
The
mean,
Witcher.
Oh, that too.
Have you watched that?
No, but
You
I've
would
seen
hate it.
I
previews.
actually,
You would hate
by
it.
the
Oh.
way, I know who he is, and he is smoking.
Yeah.
Like,
You should watch just like an episode of The Witcher.
I think I saw him
Is
in
it-
The Tutors
Oh, sure.
Is it bad
when he was
acting?
really young. And
No. It's
Oh.
really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Now they're replacing him
Yeah.
for season 3 of The Witcher with fucking one of the Chris Hemsworth brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're going
Oh.
from Henry Cavill to that fucker.
Well, he's also being replaced as Superman.
oh,
by who?
Yeah.
maybe he'll do something.
DC Comics.
No.
I don't know. I just know that he put something out saying that
He won't be
DC
Superman?
Comics was going another route and that he was no longer part of the series.
Oh, but
Yeah.
but now maybe he can be in other movies
That is true.
because I don't really like
Gotta
Superman.
spread that love
Yeah.
everywhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
but of
what
that
she said.
classic, of that classic Superman look, he is it.
I
Oh,
know.
100%.
He
yeah.
is so, and he's just so seemingly so nice
And
and
genuine.
British, of course.
Yo.
Yeah,
Like, just sit there and read Dr. Seuss to me.
right. Just
I don't
read the
care.
phone book.
Yeah, I don't care. You could read the
Or the
Sears Roebuck
dictionary.
catalog for those of you who know.
Yeah. The what?
I missed that.
Sears what catalog?
The Sears and Roebuck catalog. It's
Roebuck?
Roebuck.
Roebuck.
It's old. It's really old.
I mean,
Ask
I
your
assumed
mom.
because it.
Play with my age all you want.
I'm kidding.
The only other person that maybe you'll know is Helena Bonham Carter.
Helena
Yep.
Bonham. That's
I probably butchered
no,
it.
I know, but no, I
she
can't say it.
plays on Harry Potter.
She's married to Tim Burton.
Yeah, and she was in.
Well,
She's in a
She was
lot
in
of
Fight
in
Club.
everything.
Yeah, but she was in Fight Club too, way back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
She's really good in Fight
known
Club.
for her
Hair.
interesting outfits.
Yes.
Have either of you seen?
That's my dummy. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Mariah, have you seen Ocean's 8?
No, I have not.
Okay, actually, I think you both would probably like it because it's
I like the first
the Ocean's.
Oceans.
Yeah, the Ocean's 11. All
I
those
like
movies
them
are
all,
great.
even the chick ones.
Yeah. So this one is with Sandra Bullock and Kate Blanchett and like Rihanna's in it and whatever.
Okay.
But that she's in it. Helena
Okay.
Bonham.
Bonham
Bonham?
Carter. I don't. Yeah, I think
Carter?
that sounds right.
Helena
yeah.
Carter.
But she's in that movie too. So I don't know,
Okay.
she's really good in that too.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah, she's good.
Last but not least, pop culture.
No?
Pop culture.
Boop, boop, boop. Pop culture.
2006.
Oh.
How old were we in 2006?
I don't know. You
Get
have to
out
do
a
the math.
calculator.
See, here's another Ellen just trying to smash my age.
I was 14. Right, how old are you? 28?
Yep.
You were 11.
Okay.
Ellen, what are you, 54?
I was 38.
Oh.
Okay. Were
right.
you in this house yet?
Nope.
No. Okay.
All
I
right.
bought this house when I was 40. Turned
Oh,
40.
okay.
Facebook became open to anyone over age 13. Twitter was launched.
And look how it's gone downhill.
Yeah.
Who was the sexiest man alive?
Oh.
2006.
What's his name? The Bond guy, the blonde-haired Bond guy.
Craig. Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig?
Nope.
What was
You'll
that-
feel
what was-
stupid for not thinking of it.
Hugh Jackman.
Nope.
Fuck.
Brad Pitt.
Nope.
Ryan Reynolds.
Nope.
What
Go older.
Mel.
George
Kevin,
Clooney.
Kevin Costner.
Nope.
George Clooney?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Hannah Montana debuted on Disney Channel. I put that in there because I was a big fan. Mariah,
you
I actually dig her now.
Oh, I do
Miley
too.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Her voice is
She is
really good.
smoking hot, too. just yeah, I just dig her.
Mariah Carey's "Don't Forget About Us" top Billboard charts.
You don't like Mariah Carey?
Only at Christmas.
Oh, shit, that's fair.
Steve Irwin, aka the Crocodile Hunter, died.
Oh, I
I remember that.
I
yeah.
remember that. Reese Witherspoon and husband Ryan Phillip called it quits. So did Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, and Britney Spears and
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, they dated.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They dated after they did the movie The Breakup, or during the movie The Breakup, and then they broke up.
Yeah.
And ironically, Reese Witherspoon today or this year has
This
just
year.
left
Gotten divorced.
left her current husband.
yeah, yeah, and then Britney Spears and Kevin.
Federline.
Federline.
Google purchased YouTube for $1.65 billion, and
Damn.
that's all I got.
Pop culture.
Do 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 do. Pop culture. All right.
So
So, who wants to give a play-by-play of this book, please? I mean, I can give what I know
No,
of the
that's
play-by-play.
okay.
It'll only
I
be
can-
about 3 minutes long.
How about I start at the back?
yeah,
I was
maybe
gonna say,
when we don't know, let's just read
well,
the
I was
back.
gonna say if I give what I think is the play-by-play, you guys could help me fill it in.
Yeah, but you don't like when we correct you.
No. But I'm asking you to this time.
Well, I can. I mean,
If you
sure.
want,
Go ahead.
go for it.
Go ahead.
Let's hear.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's hear how you put it together.
Right,
Yeah.
because there's not much. I have massive gaps. I just know.
Okay.
It's been a
Okay.
while since I read this too.
Okay. So Enola Holmes, sister of Mycroft and Sherlock.
Yep.
Correct.
And then her mother up and leaves
On
Yep.
on her 14th birthday.
on her 14th birthday.
Yep.
And then she gets a letter or a telegram or something saying, come meet us at the train or whatever, or pick us up at the train. And it's from her brothers. And she's not seen her brothers in,
10 years.
yeah. So she's never seen her brothers, essentially, because she's 14.
No memory. Probably.
And then she goes there and they're like, where are the horses? Ba, 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 ba. And she's like, what horses? He's like, I've been sending money for. So he's been sending money for all these things that they don't actually have.
Wyckoff. Or Mycroft.
Mycroft has been sending money for all
yeah.
these things that they don't actually have. So they were actually requesting like a horse and carriage,
Because
not
they're
her on her
well-to-do.
bicycle. Yeah. And then they go back and she's like, mom's gone. And then they're trying to figure out if she left on her own or if she was taken or what have you. And then Mycroft is gonna throw her in like a boarding school or something. She's like, fuck this. And she skedoodles to London on her bike and she pretends to be a widow. And then she falls into this case of a boy who was kidnapped. Turns out he wasn't kidnapped. He ran away because
Like she was.
right, because his mother was treating him like a little child and he wanted to be on like a ship. And then this is where it gets foggy. Then she finds him and they run away and there's people running after them. And then she finds out her mother left on her own free will. So I feel like I'm missing some stuff.
Yep. I mean, but
general
everything you said
oversensus-
is in there.
Okay.
Spot on.
A couple of things are missed around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were right. On her 14th birthday, her mom up and leaves, and it's just her and her mom and a few staff that live there, cook and somebody else. Anyways, her present from her mom was a book of flowers and a
Like art
Book
book or something?
yes,
Like a journal?
descriptive things, and then a book of ciphers. Mm-hmm. And she's like,
Yeah, fuck this. And then it comes back
and
at
then
the end.
so she actually went looking for a couple days for her mom, and then she sent the telegram to her brothers
saying
saying
Mom's
mom's
missing.
gone, blah blah
okay.
blah. So
Okay.
then they sent back, pick us
Meet
up
us at the train
Right.
station.
And she's like,
Yeah,
on her
and
bike.
they're
Yeah.
like, and
No.
that, all of that other stuff happened, and then she, was
So she then, while the brothers are trying to figure out, because Sherlock Holmes is the detective, and he's trying to figure out what had happened. Then Enola kind of starts figuring things out on her own.
Yep,
so she
so-
starts investigating her mom's room, finding clues.
and then she started to look at the
paper.
paper, the books, or the book that
Oh, that she was left.
and so she
Yeah.
figured out the cipher, and it said, and because her mom was an artist and did these drawings of flowers and had them up in her room, and then in the picture frames, she had stashed all the money.
Ah. But she
The
was
money that
The money that
Mycroft
Mycroft
was
was sending her, she was like squirreling it away.
Yeah.
And so she over the course of several months,
Mm-hmm.
she would solve the cipher and then go into her mom's room and find it. And yeah, so then she
Took all the money.
Took all the money, said, yep, I'm going to boarding school. And
went to London instead.
Yep.
And then
Which she knew she was going to do the whole time.
Before she got to the train station, though, she did come across this boy who they thought that he had been kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she overheard
And so
some
she was
people
drawn in
talking.
to find
and then that's when she
climbed up the
presented
tree.
herself to the family
Yep.
to figure out that case. Like, I'll be your detective. I can figure this
because
out.
she talked to the mom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but then there was the other woman who wasn't a woman, who was the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Because
and
the
then-
bad guy was a guy, and then he was also dressing up as a woman.
Yeah,
Yep.
to
Yeah.
kind of steal their money, basically.
Yeah.
So then she went looking for her mom in the shitty part of London, and then she was also sort of looking for the boy, and then they both get
Well, she got kidnapped.
and it
And
was
then
the same
it was
guys
the
that
same
kidnapped
Miss Tewksbury?
Tewksbury. Yep, Tweaksbury.
Tweak? Whatever it was.
I think my Audible said it as Tewksbury.
Tewksbury?
Yeah.
Okay. And so she saved them and got out, and then she actually started her own, because the one of the captors had this fake front of I'll find your missing person type place. And so she actually created a man, basically a doctor, somebody who was going to help find their missing people. And she was the secretary, and he was so mysterious that nobody ever saw him because doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And so she became like her brother,
A detective.
a detective, but under
A pseudonym.
yep, yep. So
Yeah, so you did a very good job.
I mean, I got a part of it.
yeah, and she actually did find her mom through
Because they were talking in the paper, right?
in the magazine. Yep,
Yeah.
and so her mom did just
Up and left.
up and left because
She's a bitch.
It was...
she was not.
I'm-
I think she was.
I
She
think
was.
there's obviously you'll find out more.
There
in
more,
yeah.
Other, but it was so hard because I have seen the Netflix series,
Yeah.
or movie,
Yeah.
that it was so hard not to like ruin the book for me.
Was the movie
Like
pretty
it?
close to the book?
It was very close to
like
the book.
pretty shot
But-
for shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
But is it just that one?
No,
It's
Oh, it's not?
It must be book
a couple.
Tied
a
in.
couple, because how this ended,
Yeah.
there was more to the series or
Okay.
show, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
So
Hmm, interesting.
yeah.
All right.
So well,
Who picked this book?
I did.
Okay. Why?
Once again, saw the cover. It looked appealing to me.
Yeah.
So I did ask Andy when I was reading this, if in Sherlock Holmes, because I've read some Sherlock Holmes, but not the complete works. I have it. Bought it at Books Revisited 1,000 years ago. But if he had a sister, and he thought he did, but she was a drug addict or something. So at any rate, Enola Holmes is completely made up by this author. So
Yeah.
so that part is
Neither here nor there.
I wonder
yeah.
when I was reading about the author how she had two older brothers that left college when she became a teenager.
Yeah.
If that stemmed some
Oh, probably
From
similar-
something?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I would think that it probably does.
Yeah.
But all right.
Get into it.
Let's get into it.
Do it.
So we already know that I picked the book. Who was your favorite characters or least favorite characters?
I liked Sherlock.
Yeah.
Because the whole time that I was listening to the book, I was thinking of Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock in the Sherlock series.
I've actually seen that.
Isn't it good? You don't like it, do you?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But no, I do love Benedict Cumberbatch as
Yeah.
him. Because
Mhm.
then
Yeah, he's really
Watson was
The guy from the Hobbit movies.
yep.
whatever his name is. Don't
Yep.
know.
And in Black Panther too.
Oh yeah, he was in Black Panther. But yeah, so I was just thinking of Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock in the Sherlock show. So
Sure.
that's all I was thinking of. So I was like, I love Sherlock.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He actually, though, in this book,
He was good though.
he was better to her
Then
than
Mycroft.
Mycroft.
Mycroft was a douche.
He was
Yeah.
a complete douche. He was living in the he was my least favorite, actually.
Yeah.
He was set in his ways and clinging to a way of life that was changing. So he thought he was trying. I mean, I think that he was just trying to cling on to,
What
that the
was.
world was, what was changing and the improper.
and like
this
trying to
then
force her to go to this boarding school so she could learn.
be a proper.
Yeah.
A proper lady.
Yeah. So, how about
Side
you?
note, when you're talking to me,
Yeah.
make sure you stay in front of
Oh,
your...
all right. Okay. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. Sorry, Lynch. Okay. Then I can.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
better?
That's better.
Okay.
How's mine?
You're good.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah, Mycroft was my least favorite too.
I would put the mom as my least favorite.
I don't think we know enough about her
Well,
to know.
just from the book of what we do know.
Sure.
Sure,
Just
she
based
left her.
solely off of book one.
Yeah.
I don't like how the mom. Oh, it's your first off. If you're gonna leave, can you wait till after her fucking birthday?
That's true.
it was
Maybe?
very poignant.
But it gave a reason. I wonder, she had to have done it intentionally. It gave her a reason
100%
to
did it
give
intentionally.
a gift. Well, her mom didn't give it to her, gave it to one of the maids or whatever
Yeah.
to give to her.
Right.
So she started the clue giving. But yes,
Yeah, I mean,
leaving on
right,
your
you know.
child's birthday.
You know, she's 14. She's a child. And you're leaving her without any explanation.
Yeah.
And then just being like, hey, your birthday, go fuck yourself. And then, like, leaving. Come
Yeah.
on.
But
Again, I'm sure, like, if I were to read book 2, 3, 4, whatever, the
Yeah.
mom would probably not be my least favorite. But
Yeah, you might understand
yeah,
her
I mean, it
character
makes
a bit more.
sense that she just felt like, well, and how the two boys treated her and talked about her and
they
like
talked about the mom and
yeah,
how,
like your mother. It's like she's your mother
She's
too.
your mom, too.
Right. She's
I-
everybody's mother
yeah.
here.
Every single time that they were like, your mother, I'm like, your mom too?
Yep.
Asshole. It's your mom too.
Yep. That's what I thought. So,
But I loved how Mycroft, my note, because he's my least favorite character, how does he not know anything? Like, it's your fault you did not keep up. You're just
with,
sending
like,
money.
all the money. Yeah.
Granted,
Well,
she
because-
is lying. She's lying.
well,
The
and
mom's lying.
she sent, very good
Yeah.
reports every,
Oh, yeah. She's very strategic.
accounts, as it were.
Yeah.
Right. But also the fact that you haven't been back to the house in a decade.
10 years, neither one
Like-
of them. And there's, I can't remember what it was about. There was a falling out of, I think it's because
Oh, it's
when the dad died.
The dad died, so it's the male. I had this on here. It was common law that when their father died, the entire estate belonged to the eldest son versus his wife.
Yeah.
So the mom
there were
probably,
words. She was like,
yeah,
yeah. That's what I think. But who was your favorite?
Enola.
Of course, mine too.
Did I? What was my why? Smart, caring, stayed true to herself, didn't follow the norm of her age, but kept in mind ladylike manners. Yeah.
I wrote she was brave and curious and smart. She was under crap, I hate when I can't.
Read your own writing.
Yeah.
As if
Oh, independent. Yeah.
It's in cursive.
It's in cursive. You can't read that. She was independent and took matters into her own hand. She quickly understood how society worked back then, and like her mother, learned the ways around it. So she, like her mom, knew that the money had to come from somewhere because of the whole eldest son thing, and so it's kind of like pushing back against society, but knowing at this point you can't do that, but there's a workaround.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of why I dig. She figured that out. Like nobody would question her as a widow going into London, right?
Sure.
And being unaccompanied by traveling
yeah.
alone and
Yep.
and setting up shop as a man
Yep.
because nobody would do that for
A woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
back then. So
Her only mess up was when she gave her name to the right before she went into the house to present herself as like, let me
help you.
let me help you find your son.
Yeah.
She said Enola Holmes.
Yeah.
If
And
she
it was like, damn it.
she was smart enough to have come up with a pseudonym,
She did, and she just forgot it.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
true.
She didn't
So-
she didn't practice it enough.
yeah, she would have. I feel like the outcome would have been completely different,
Right.
from
Yeah.
what the book was.
Yeah, because part of the reason that they went after her then was because of Sherlock Holmes, and they
Yep.
thought that he would have a ton of money and be able to pay a handsome fee for her.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Quote. Did we have one? Fee? No.
Okay, mine is on page 106 of our version of this book. It says, "Well, I thought for a mere girl of limited cranial capacity." So it was. I can read the whole thing. It was pretty funny, actually. I have a couple of things flagged here. I wonder why.
Like you said,
It's
you
this
read
one.
it a while ago.
I did read it a while ago, but so her brothers kept talking about her, and be like, "Well, give her a break. Basically, look at how small her head is, and she doesn't have a big brain." And so I was like, I read that out loud to Andy because we were reading one Sunday in our recliners, like we do now. And he's like, there was back then somebody, if he told me the name of the doctor, I don't know, but they did a lot of studies and they were trying to determine whether the size of your head determined obviously
smart you were?
the size of your brain and have a bigger brain. And
Bigger brain,
you
smarter
both
you
know
are.
this, but Andy's got a big noggin. I go, well, in your case, honey, it's the truth, but I don't have such a big head, but I'm pretty smart. And he's like, oh, are you? Anyways.
He's like,
Are you? So, anyways, because she was, I heard the town called Belvedere. She was doing something. I saw Savings Bank of Belvedere carved on the stone lintel of a stately building nearby. Very good. I had achieved my goal. Well done. Bless you.
Sorry.
Well done, I thought, picking my way between the horse droppings for a mere girl of limited cranial capacity. So she was just like doing this to
Yeah.
her.
They really did not think she was smart.
Sherlock did, but he just knew he couldn't
Convince
Dude.
Mycroft.
and do anything about it.
Yeah.
He was still like, no way, she's brilliant, but here we are in this time that nothing's gonna ever happen. So
Yeah.
So that was my favorite quote.
can I see the book?
Yeah.
Mine was I've really diminished my page numbers that I've been writing.
I picked that up from you.
I gave it to you.
Yeah.
For she knows that in the secret coat of flowers, a rose of any sort signifies love.
Yep. So that's when she was
Ciphering out
the
the book that her mom gave her with the ciphers was a clue on how to find the cash. Deciphering.
as it were.
Yeah. Figuring out the cash was hidden. There was a key too, wasn't there?
Yeah. So because her mom's rooms were usually locked, because she normally didn't go in there. Mm-hmm. And it was opened
Yep.
the
first time.
and then
then when-
that was one of the first clues, is that she went into her mom's traveling clothes, or probably the stuff, because her mom very often would go into someplace outside to paint. Sketch and paint, would put her key into this traveling outfit or this outside outfit, and so she reached in there and took the key. Yeah, so that's how she kind of got in there. And then she does mention the flowers, the paintings, but she found that her mom's rooms were all in disarray, and 'cause that's not normally in the bedroom. In the studio part, it was, and so her mom had left in a hurry.
Yep.
She felt like her mom wouldn't have done
that brings us to favorite part. That was my favorite part. Sherlock, Mycroft, and Enola walking into their mother's bedroom to look for clues, and Sherlock is appalled by the unmentionables lying on the floor, and then Mycroft is telling Sherlock how to do his job, And then Enola walks out of the bedroom, Mrs. Lane,
There you go.
scrubbing the floor, and she's mumbling to herself, no wonder they're bachelors. Never could abide a strong-minded woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the part that anytime Enola would bring up her, what was it that she had to wear?
A corset, basically.
Yeah, and she would bring that up, and all the men would just be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
and then, like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
yeah.
word. The
Yeah,
word. It was
oh,
so
oh,
pollen.
oh
You
my
don't
God,
like say
yeah.
that word out loud.
What?
Wasn't there a part where she wanted to get into mom's room, and Mycroft had the key?
Yep, it was locked.
It was locked, and it wouldn't let her in it.
Yep.
And then the butler guy or something
Yeah, it was
was
Mr.
like,
Lane, I think.
yeah, it was like, no, bitch. Like, Mycroft says no, so I
Yep.
said so no. And then she threw that word out
Yeah,
to
and
like
he's-
fluster him.
Yep.
Yep.
And then he's like, okay, I'll open it. Yeah.
And that's when
faster.
she found her own key.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then that corset, because like she packed that thing up.
Yeah.
Like she's like
Pulling money out
like
of it.
Mary
Yep.
Poppins carpet bag. Like everything was down in that
Yeah.
corset. So
And it saved her life
yeah, from the
because she was able to unbind herself, right?
Yep. Yep.
She was able to angle herself to.
Well, plus he tried to stab her and it caught one of the bones in there.
Yeah.
Not her bones. Yeah.
Yeah, the boning.
The boning.
Boning.
Yeah.
Which was actually made from whale bones, or I think back then.
Probably.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know that I had a favorite part or least favorite. I dug the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I guess I loved how she started to figure out the ciphers. What?
Yeah.
When you
Vanna
said
White over
clearly
there.
You loved the whole thing. I just went like this.
Yeah, I did. I cannot wait to get into the next one.
I didn't have a least favorite part.
Oh, a least favorite part?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of doing both.
No,
Yes,
that's
at the
okay.
same time.
I'm just trying to think if there was a part where I was like, ah. I think again where it got foggy for me, but that's just me.
Yeah.
It's just my brain just kind of was like,
How was it?
how's the narrator?
Yeah.
Was it a child?
It was not a child,
Okay,
like
good.
Ella Enchanted, thank God. But let's show you.
You should give a sample.
Okay. Let's just scroll back a little bit.
Weakness. I did not understand how melancholia might make him utter such harsh words. However, Enola, Holmes, is a different matter entirely.
Ooh, I might struggle with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
However.
Yeah,
It just like
Yeah.
almost like overcompensates.
yeah,
a
it was
little
just
bit.
a little too
Right.
dramatic for being dramatic's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my favorite narrator, but
Yeah.
not the worst.
Kind of reminds me of Kate Blanchett though.
A little bit.
A little bit.
little bit.
When I listen
I
to
mean,
Matilda.
now her name just
Kate Winslet.
Kate
Thank
Winslet
you.
should just
What did I say?
always
Kate Blanchett.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. There's a couple of TikToks out there where it's somebody doing these and how they have to like pause because they're laughing or
Oh,
sneezing
sure.
or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
And I was
sure.
like, that'd be a great job.
Wouldn't that be something to be an audio voice?
Person.
Yeah.
I think they're like called audio. They're like actress. Like they say like
Voice actresses.
voice actresses. Yeah,
Essentially.
and
I
they're,
think
like,
it would be fun.
Maybe.
But I
I
might
don't know. There was one that was reading a spicy book, and she was like, I had to like pause this part, and I'm like, "Ooh." What was the name of that book again?
wait. You listened to a book?
No, it was on TikTok.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like,
I'll have to pick one to. Maybe I'll listen to Harry Potter.
oh, there you go. Listen
Since
to the
I've
first one.
Ugh.
Yes.
No.
Apparently, top fan John G and Danny are gonna write an spicy novel
Oh Lord.
about feet,
Oh.
and it's gonna be called like Tiptoeing Along or some.
Well, Danny Danny's an
Yeah.
is an author, so
And John's like, well, I want to write a book about my life, and I said, well, write the spicy novel first, get your foot in the door, and then write a book about your life. And then when you go on talk shows, it can be like, oh, how did
also-
this start? You can be like, well, and then you show your.
Andy always says that because I always think I got to write the next great
Yeah.
children's novel, which is clearly that's not happening. That I think that I know of, and he's like, maybe you should write a spicy novel, and I'm like, ooh, I could probably do that. And he's like, I think you should. So who knows?
That would be your foot in the door.
Maybe I'll
go from
turn to
spicy to children's.
that'll be a big jump.
Just make sure the titles are very clearly
Different.
Yeah.
so that nobody gets confused.
Well, maybe Be like, I don't know. Why can't Then again, why can't you be a children's author and a spicy novel author?
You absolutely can.
Well,
You can do whatever you want.
didn't one of our authors...
Many facets.
One of our authors has...
Yeah, she had a pseudonym for that.
Hold on.
God, what was that? Her
Noel Stratford.
ballet shoes. Ballet shoes.
Yes.
Yes.
She wrote, and I have that in my shopping cart on Amazon that she. Wow.
I don't remember.
Wow, I didn't take very good notes back then when I first started taking notes. Huh. Now they're pages long.
Okay.
Okay.
Hook.
What hooked you in?
Rephrasing. Did the book
Was there a
have
hook for you?
hook for you?
No.
No. Okay.
There was no part that I was hooked into. It was all just trying to get through it.
That's a common theme.
It is. It is indeed.
What about you?
The whole book.
Same.
I said it was filled with adventure, history, family feuds, running away, to then being kidnapped, solving ciphers, and so much more.
Although I will say this book made me want to watch Sherlock again.
Yes.
It made me want to start watching the Sherlock BBC series.
Not Enola, but Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it didn't
All
make me
of
want
it.
to watch the Enola movies. But
all of it.
Bobby Brown kind of bothers me now.
Why?
I don't know. She just does.
Well, you were a fan of Stranger Things.
I love Stranger Things. She's not my favorite character, though. Hey, sorry, go ahead.
Anyways.
That's okay.
Anywho.
You're just here.
I'm just here. I loved. There was no hook. The absolute very beginning hooked me in. I read this book in like 2 hours.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah,
I should be able to just go off of the thickness of a book and I can tell you how long it's going to take me to read it.
I loved it. So, yeah, same thing. I just thought that she was a great character. The
Strong lead.
Strong female lead. Yep.
4 hours, 32 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
For
not
this.
bad.
No.
That's kind of like the Matilda length. I think
Yeah.
Matilda was 4 hours.
Yeah. It felt a lot longer.
Well, if it struggled to get
I think
through.
it was partly the narrator and partly mood, you know?
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
But I would read
which
other
we've
ones.
all had experience with. Pippi, you said you were in a bad mood.
Yeah.
So
Well. Plus, I thought I was dumb.
there's that too.
But yeah.
there are, it is outside
But-
forces. I
Yeah.
mean, you could be in the
Yeah.
happiest of mood
Yeah.
and read a book. But if you're in the most happiest mood, I don't want to be reading a book.
Yeah, there were other
You know,
things I
so-
wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be listening to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But
No,
I got
I
through
get
it.
you.
I didn't hate it. I would absolutely do other Enola Holmes
Yep.
books.
You would want to do the series.
Yeah, I would do the series.
Yeah. I feel you. I
Is there
would
any
too.
more questions or is that it?
Oh, God,
there's
no.
one.
We've got
We're only
much
on.
more.
We're only on like 7, 6.
Was there a movie? Yes.
Netflix.
I have seen it.
You have seen it. You have. Did you start it? Did you? Say?
I started it and fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've not seen it.
I was hoping to rewatch it, and I will. It is long. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep during it too.
Yeah,
to be honest,
it felt long.
So is it a movie or a series?
Movie.
it's a movie.
And they just came out with a second one like this year, I think.
yeah, not that long ago.
Yeah, a
It
few months
is
ago
like
maybe.
So is
Two
this
and a half
Millie
hours
Bobby
long.
Brown? Is that her name?
Yeah,
Yep.
she's Enola.
She's Enola.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Henry Cavill is Sherlock.
Yep.
As he should be.
And then I don't know who plays Mycroft.
Well, the only other actor I had, he played on the Hunger Games. Sam Claflin.
I have no idea who that is.
I think he plays Mycroft. I didn't recognize who played Tewksbury.
Yeah,
I might
the
have
guy who
looked it
plays-
up and I didn't recognize
Yeah.
anybody after the
Mycroft.
first two. So
Yeah, I'm kind of out on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so question 7.
Anything you related to?
What do you got?
I had a question mark. I don't normally I can't think of things, but when we discuss, then I can maybe pull
Yeah.
something, but
Should I go?
Oh,
and
go
then you
ahead.
and then
I
you
think I
go?
got something, but it's brewing.
So this is what I wrote. I said I wouldn't say related to, but the desire to not have to do things just because it was the way it was done. You know, just going through that. That was when she was told no because she was a woman. She found a way to do it anyways. This is a very strong feminist tone to this book, along with many of them that we have read, like in the ballet shoes. She just wanted to do it without anyone's last name, but the one she chose. That's what they did. No, I guess like the fact that she just figured it out, and this is where our age comes in, is that, you know, when I started my work career, there was just things that were done the way they were done, right? And because women of my age have gone through that, women of your ages have it differently. Mm-hmm. And so that's sort of what I was thinking in there.
Sure.
So I don't know if it's a relate to necessarily.
Kind of.
But yeah, you know,
Kind
it's
of.
just like, you're like, okay, I get that this is how it's supposed to be, but I'm gonna fucking win anyways, and this is how I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, I didn't write anything down, but what was brewing as you asked that question was parts in the book where she's talking about her clothes. So she's got like the whatever and the corset and the this and the and all these layers and layers of clothing, and how that was what was appropriate and ladylike.
yeah,
I feel like growing up in a church / cult felt very similar, because you know, you go to church on Sunday and you have to have pantyhose. So you have underwear, pantyhose,
a slip,
a slip, a skirt,
top.
a top, an undershirt probably with that, and then like buttoned up to here. Like,
and you couldn't show,
you couldn't have short sleeves.
so nothing below, nothing
Elbow,
and up is what had to be covered.
yeah.
Yeah.
So elbow up had to be covered. Nothing low cut, like this would probably be too low cut.
Slut.
Yeah, I know. And then knee length or longer.
Yeah.
And then
Could you not wear pants?
not in
Trousers?
church.
No?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, we wore pants growing up,
Yeah.
but not in church.
Okay.
You had to wear a dress or a skirt or something. So I felt like that was, I feel
Yeah.
related a little bit to that, because she didn't want to.
No,
Yeah.
she wanted to wear her
Her trousers.
things that she could bike in and
Right,
run
that was
around
comfortable,
in.
that she could do things with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. From our conversation, I didn't pick up.
nothing brewed up.
Nothing
for them?
brewed up
No?
in here
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
Did you race to the end, or was it more of a slow burn? I can't read the cursive. Font.
And this is how I rule.
Everything. Is this
It's
why you
like
also
ciphers.
wanted the taller chair?
Yes.
So you could be more like,
No. Just don't want to look so schlumpy at being the shortest person
oh,
here.
fair.
Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't
Raise-
have anything.
Race to the end?
Oh, I actually didn't speed up this book,
That probably would have made it worse.
but I wish I would have.
Oh, yeah. I raced to the end.
Yeah, I
read
raced
it.
to the end.
Read it in one setting.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't really reread anything that was the next one, right?
Correct. I didn't either.
Yeah.
Were there any parts, Fee, that you had to stop and
I never
rewind?
stop. I just go.
I was gonna say, do you ever rewind?
No,
Okay.
no. There's sometimes where it's talking and I'll be like doing the dishes and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, bah. And then I just keep going.
See, when I was listening to Matilda, because I was
But
in
you
a
kept falling asleep.
yeah, because I was in a car, I fell
That's different.
asleep.
Yeah. I will not listen to any books of an evening time
Yeah.
because I'll fall. Unless I'm physically doing something, I'm not
Sure.
listening, because
Yeah.
otherwise I will fall asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I won't remember where I'm at. Then it's like a shit show. and then I'm
Did I
just-
miss something
then-
important?
Right.
Would you want to read another book by this author? Clearly.
I don't know.
Guys, let's not finish the series.
Yeah.
I don't care
Burn
what
all
you
of
two
them.
bitches do. I'm going to read them. I'm going to work them into so I can just keep reading.
No,
Yeah.
I think we should do the whole series.
I think so too.
Okay. I'll hold off.
We could do Harry Potter.
You gonna be able to? Well, you
I'll
got
try.
lots more books.
I do. I have books upstairs and I
Yeah.
have books downstairs.
You got plenty
So-
to keep you busy. So yes, maybe we look
Run
at
through
our
Harry Potter, and then we can do Enola Holmes.
yeah.
like how you say run through Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, we will.
Did the book impact your mood while reading it?
It made me frustrated.
How come?
because I had a hard time not understanding what was going on, but understanding what was going on.
Can I go off of that?
Go.
The
Yes.
times of London, or wherever they went to
locales.
London. The history, the time frame.
Yeah.
I struggled with some of the terms. I didn't recognize.
Sure.
I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Oh,
and
sure.
I didn't look it up.
Sure.
That I struggled with.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
So when I was talking about Top Fan John G and Danny's erotic book.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think of the titles, what made it funny.
Yeah.
So I texted Danny. I said, hey, what were your titles for your book?
Yeah.
That you're throwing around? And he goes, Step by Step, Tiptoe into Love, A Toe in the Grave, Tough as Nails, Three Little Pigs, Towing the Line, Two Steps Back, A Foot Apart, Light on Her Feet, Stomp to the Heart, Slip-Offs, and Anklets.
Christ, that's a lot of names.
He's brilliant.
I like the Tiptoe into Love.
Yeah.
Three Little Pigs? What? I don't understand.
Tiptoe,
Well, like the Three Little
Tiptoe
Pigs,
to
like-
Love sounds like a Hallmark movie title.
Toes.
It does, but it'll be an erotic
Yeah.
novel about feet.
Okay.
That's
Do you
all.
want me to read the questions?
Wait, did I interrupt your answer though?
Did it impact my mood?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you just dug it.
I dug it.
You were jiving.
I was.
You were invested. You got you
100%
sat down.
invested. I
you're
was
like-
sad to see the book end. Go ahead.
There's a TikTok that I saved of a wife reading in bed, and she has like this much left. And then her husband is filming, interrupting her, and she's like, this is the shut the hell up moment.
Yeah.
That's what I picture you. You're reading, and Andy's like,
No, more so, Andy's reading and gives me the shut the hell up look.
really?
All
Actually,
the time.
that doesn't surprise me.
Like, because he's reading 90% of the time he's at home that he's not sleeping, he's reading. And then I'll just, like, come and stand in front of him, and he'll have his phone, and he's like,
it just
can I help you? I'm like, no, just wanted to.
say hi.
And then, or if I'll come up behind him and he's like, don't read over my shoulder. I go, maybe I just wanted to kiss your head. And it, like, so, no, it's just.
You should.
Just.
Can I ask you
Yeah.
to do something? While he's reading in his recliner, I want you to walk up behind him because he's bald, right?
On the top.
On the top. Yeah, that's what I figured. On the top. I want you to go up behind him and lean down like you're going to kiss him and then lick the top of his head and run away. Can you do that?
Oh, I'm trying to think if I haven't already done that.
Okay, well, if you haven't, I want you to do that and then just see what he says. Or just lick the top of his head and then sit down.
He'll just be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, so many things, honey. Like,
You're not giving me attention.
Yeah.
and that's what he's
Pay
like,
attention to me.
Like, because he'll go, all of you need attention at one time. And I'm like,
And all you,
me
Captain Morgan, are
and
just
Captain
like,
Morgan are like,
Yep, to do.
you're the favorite person in the room. I go, what is it like to be the most loved person in the room? And he's like, I wish you would leave me alone.
Yeah, you're all
Basically, he's like,
needy.
I wish you would go upstairs so the dogs would lay down and then I can read. Because the minute I come down is like chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I
Yeah.
thought your Sundays together now would just be full of adventure and.
Well, they are. They've been. I mean, we've
Yeah.
done something every Sunday.
But in the evening, it's like.
yeah, we
to your
both like
corners.
we sit down. Well, now I do read downstairs. If
In your chair.
in my chair.
Yeah.
If the dog isn't being a dick,
Yeah.
which is most often trying to, because he likes to have all the attention. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what it is.
Okay. Last question. Lesson.
Nope, we missed one.
Oh,
question
Could
for
you
the
ask
author?
a question for the author?
sorry.
Come back to me.
Okay.
I didn't have any.
Oh, well, shit.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
no, I got one.
Okay. Okay.
I can fill the time.
'Kay.
What made you choose a character from another fictional character? And I think that we've had this conversation before, or I had it actually with Danny about taking an established fictional character already, and then writing another
Something
book out of it.
about
I
it.
think, we talked about this during Ella
We did.
Enchanted.
Yeah.
Because they took the story of Cinderella and
Oh, sure.
rewrote
Reworked
it.
it.
Yeah, and so this I wouldn't say, because there's nothing I can find about Enola Holmes. She's completely made up by this person, and I can't believe that her name was also a cipher.
Yeah,
for
Enola,
spelled
backwards is alone.
Alone, which is what she was.
Yep.
So,
which is how the book started, and that's how Netflix starts it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I love words that spell something else.
Yeah.
That's Dan Brown. I'm sure you guys have never read Dan Brown books.
That name sounds familiar.
He wrote, can't remember. Sorry, turn to Angels and Demons. I didn't write it in here.
Oh, no, I was phone.
Oh, Angels and Demons. He wrote that Tom Hanks starred in some of his movies.
Oh,
Da Vinci Code.
The Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I love those movies.
Yeah, did you read the books?
Hell no. Didn't even know they were books.
Every movie, because nobody's that great, started from a book, more than likely.
Did you know that Tom Hanks regrets filming those? It
Why?
kind of pisses me off because he's like the perfect person to play in
Yes,
those
but
movies.
why?
He took those like in the meantime of like other
Projects?
yeah, and he said that if he went back, he wouldn't do them. It kind of ruined it for me.
Well, he wasn't
Now
my
I ruined it
first
for you.
pick for Robert Langdon. He would not have been my first pick for Robert Langdon.
Oh really?
I would have
Sorry,
picked somebody
Have you
else.
seen Da Vinci Code?
Yeah, Chris has made me watch them. I don't like them. But that not being your first pick rolls into what my question for the author would be, would be if you could pick a different actress for Enola Holmes, who would you pick?
Oh, like
and why?
Oh,
Did
she have? But do we know? Did she have any say?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know
But
either.
let's just pretend she had no say whatsoever.
Oh, so who would I pick for Enola Holmes?
And she's got to be British.
She can fake British.
Probably a young, Keira Knightley.
Oh yeah,
A young Keira Knightley.
like Keira Knightley from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Probably before.
Younger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
I'm really
But
bad
yeah,
at
that would be my question for the author. Like, I would want to know who she would cast as each character.
Who would be your star
who
cast?
who would you cast?
And of
if
course,
you could pick
Sherlock would be,
anyone? Benedict Cumberbatch.
because why?
Because how like
nobody else should play him ever.
Although Henry
Henry? Oh yeah, he
did
did
a
well.
fine job.
Well,
Again, he can.
I can watch him on anything.
Yeah. Again, come on over. I'll pour you a beer, and we can. You can just talk to me. Don't care.
Apparently, he likes video games. So like,
Yeah,
we
he's
can
a big
play some
gamer.
Video games.
He is a gamer. He calls himself a very big nerd.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the lesson. What's the lesson?
Do you want to go?
You can go.
I said, don't confine yourself in the small picture of things and people. There's so much more in the unsaid of things.
Yep.
Oh.
Deep.
That's very deep.
Yeah.
You? So I wrote, there is a lesson. Sometimes you have to look past the obvious to find the real reason, the clues. So, and then I have a summary, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
There is again a thread of the women in the story realizing that the way men think and how they believe women should be or not be or how they should act. And then they figure out a way and refuse to accept it, but know that they will have to beat them at their own game. They figure out, again, a workaround. Mom hid the money. Enola opened the office under a man's name. And then my last little note, according to Google, Sherlock did not have a sister in the original story. So there, suck it, Andy. So, yeah, so the lesson, I think, in my opinion, is that she had to figure out, again, like her name says, because it talks about it a lot. Why did she, at first she felt really bad that her name was Alone, but then it really she kind of grasped onto that and found strength in it. And she always thought that her brothers hated her because she was born scandalously because her mother had been older when she got pregnant. And apparently after the age of 36, you're not supposed to have sex or whatever, or 45.
Yeah, that's what this was for.
Yeah. Go ahead.
was we never did talk about how Enola felt ashamed for being alive.
Yeah.
Because in London, there is that. The vast age difference between her and her brothers. Her mom is so old.
It was quite scandalous.
Her
when
father was
mom
dead.
When her... Yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really have the relationship with her. Obviously, she was only 4 when her father died. So then... And the boys were already off to college. So... It... You know...
You would have thought...
The threat of being alone and that being her name was so well written into... the storyline, and you could miss it if you didn't really pick up on it. But
right, you would have thought as what felt like then an only child, with just a single mom, that they would have been like 2 peas in a pod.
And they didn't, because she always felt, I think, because she felt still ashamed that her mom was that old. What are you?
Oh, I just saw Fee just staring
nothing.
at
I was just staring at the camera.
Of course you were. All right.
Should we rate it?
Yeah. I have nothing else.
I don't have anything else.
I got nothing else. So I paid $7.99.
Yep.
Clearly, I'll pay that 5-6 times over for it. I loved it, so I don't know. I'd pay a strong $15 for this.
Yeah, I was rolling around with like $12.99 in my head.
Yeah.
I'd do like 7. 7 to 10.
Yeah.
I would pay more for a different narrator, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Or like a Benedict Cumberbatch narrator.
Why? Yes.
He has narrated books, and I do own them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was going to be my
He
question.
actually reads Sherlock. Oh. Right, which makes sense.
Yeah.
We could do the abridged version of Sherlock. Because I imagine Sherlock is...
My book is like real thick. It's called The Complete Books of. So I think there's several stories in there. So there could be a cutting off point. But
Sure.
Well, let's see how long reads. It is only 4 chapters.
That'd be probably
2 hours, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Says Benedict Cumberbatch reads...
Sorry.
Bless you. Benedict Cumberbatch reads Sherlock Holmes, Rediscovered, Railway Mysteries, and Other Stories. So
Just play a little bit of that.
okay.
Just for funsies.
An inscrutable. I trundled to the kitchen. I managed to find myself some bread and cheese, which I took back upstairs. Our rooms were now very hot, and since I was forbidden to sleep,
Yeah. I could listen to that.
Do you know who is it? Andrew Garfield. Who he's British as well. He would
He
be
plays
a good,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I've seen him on some interviews where he's talking about his mom who recently passed away, and it was very endearing, and that's where I kind of became to like him. Not as much as
Where were you going with that?
I don't know, just came to me
Oh.
because
You could listen to him talk?
I could,
As a
but not
narrator,
as much
maybe?
as shit. What's the other Spider-Man's name?
Tom Holland.
Tobey Maguire?
Tom Holland. Yes. He's
You
my
like that
favorite.
voice too?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Actually just watched that movie last night. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Well, we've rated it. We've liked it. We should go to a star. We could do a 5-star thing. I want to get a stamp that has 5 stars.
Stamp your
It was-
be
Yeah.
How many stars? Like on
Yeah.
the inside cover?
No, like in my notes. Whoopsies. Yeah.
You could draw stars.
More fun to stamp them.
Well, true, but
Plus, I can't draw, so. Okay, I think that's it.
That's
This was the first
Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes, and it was the first video of TGB. If you like this, rate, review, subscribe.
Yep.
Follow us on.
Instagram, Tramps Ghost Ballerinas.
Facebook, Tramps Ghost Ballerinas.
TikTok, TGB Pod.
Email us at tgballerinas@gmail.com.
And then we'll be on YouTube. The name I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure it'll be just search Tramps, Ghosts, and Ballerinas.
We'll pop up.
I haven't made the YouTube yet.
That's
Because we
okay.
don't have a video yet.
Yeah.
But
We're working things out.
yeah.
All right.
So
Awesome.
it.
Okay. Well, as usual, we are
Out.
out.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Follow us.
how about this? I'm Fee.
Oh, hey, I'm Ellen.
I'm Mariah.
And now
This is Teddy.
And Blanche is in the front. Ozzy is a good chance we'll never see him.
Yeah, we don't know where he is. He's probably in the ceiling somewhere.
As Andy likes to call. I don't know. I'm still enjoying my new fountain pen, which I wrote on this really shitty paper I had. Pink legal pad paper, which I thought was crappy because it was probably like something I got at Walmart. Zero bleed through, zero ghosting on the other side. It wrote really smooth. So I just wrote this, and I should have brought it so you guys could see it. But I was writing stupid things like, boy, this pen looks really, really nice, and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden I morphed into this little poem about, about our first anniversary, which was yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. And it was just dumb, and then it was like, crap, I wrote this really pretty thing, and my penmanship actually happened to be really nice. On this shitty piece of paper, then I'd had little notes, like, because I was working on budget stuff at the top, and some, like, so it's this crappy thing, it's on crappy things, that I'm like, how am I going to save this? So I left it on my desk for, like, 3 days for Andy to read, because it was...
Turn it into something beautiful.
Well, I think I'm going to cut that part out and just paste it into a journal.
Read your poem?
I didn't bring it.
So we'll read it next time.
No, it was something about, it said 1 year anniversary, one trip, one turn around the sun, one person who became my whole life, 1 year I never thought would happen, and then I wrote 1 year, comma, year one. So it was that's like, we were a little hungover yesterday morning, so I didn't cry. I didn't even cry when I wrote it because I didn't, I was literally just writing how I write stupid, just to get to play with my pen, and I don't ever think it was anything. And I wrote it, then I went and got ready for work, and then I came back and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of good.
It was kind of good.
I'm like, shit, now it's on this shitty piece of paper at the very end, so I'll have to cut it out, I think.
You could rewrite it.
I know, but it's just like, no, I kind of just dig it how it is.
Sure.
Because then
take the whole
some
piece of paper
shitty Walmart paper.
Well, maybe. But I was going to, cut that part out, and because I was writing there, I really like this pen, but the next one will have to be this. I'll have to do some research, Sonny. Probably I should buy some more paper. Then I'm like, sorry, honey. And then and then it just sort of morphed into that. It just kind of came out naturally. So I don't want to redo it or change it or anything like that. I think I just want to keep it. But
sure. So,
long story short, that's by the way, he's like, I saw you had written something. I go, did you read it? And he's like, no. And I go, do you ever read the shit that I leave laying around? He's like, sometimes, but mostly no. And I'm like, well. So I kind of do that. I leave shit everywhere so that he can see it and see how long it takes.
Well, he added to your, what was it, your to-do list?
Yeah.
On the very bottom, in the tiniest penmanship I've ever tried to read with my own eyes.
Yeah, he's got really little.
What? Oh, shit, we're not recording. I can't see it.
Well, there we are.